Mastering a language is the most important part of communication, and if you want to be a good communicator, you must first of all know that you master the language and you know how to use the language. Whichever the language it is, maybe it is your local language or maybe the international language, maybe you have learned a foreign language, maybe German or Japanese or maybe English. Whichever the language you are going to use, according to your audience analysis, you must be a master in that language, because it is from your language use how you are going to organize your words, how you are going to organize your thoughts, how you are going to organize your ideas, and how you are going to deliver it is really a determinant of how the audience are going to get your idea. Because again, remember, the main issue, the main reason as to why you are as a communicator or you are a public speaker is because your audience, they have a loop somewhere, and this loop has to be filled. In short, they have a problem that has to be solved. So we talk of executive communication, we talk of communicating like a CEO. In simple terms, to be a CEO communicator is just being able to organize your thoughts, being able to organize the type of language, making sure that ethically it is fitting to the audience, and again, solution-wise, it is going to solve the solution. Why? These people listening to you, by the end of your delivery or by the end of your speaking, they will be asking themselves, why did we come here anyway? If they went out without anything, then it means that you never mastered or you never communicated like a CEO. Now, simple. To master a communication that is termed as executive communication or impactful communication, or what simple we say, speaking like a CEO, is a simple thing. We can adopt what I call triple A. Triple A is whereby, suppose somebody asks you a question, you are going to answer that question, you are going to add details on that questions or adjectives, and again you are going to answer that question. Maybe you never got me right. I'm trying to say that to speak like a CEO, you can adopt this simple formula triple A, whereby the first A means answering the idea, the thought, the reason as to why your audience are there. Second A means adding details on what your audience are expecting from you or on the answer you gave. Add more details, explanations, examples, come with the stories, come with the quotes, at least to make sure that you are substantiating whatever you are talking about, or you are speaking more details about that. Whenever you add details, it brings more descriptions. Then lastly, again, answer the question. That is what I mean. Let's give an example. Maybe I am talking to somebody, and when I mean public speaking, it doesn't only mean the whole audience. It can be even one-on-one, or maybe you are speaking to a manager, or maybe you are speaking in your family. So long as you have audience, anyone listening to you, that is an audience. For example, if I'm asked, maybe in interview, Mark, which is the best city around the world that you love most? I will go like this. My best city, the city I love most, is New York City. Explain about New York City. I'm going to say, I love New York because New York geographically is located within the middle of US or around the world, where accessing it is very easy. I'll be talking about the climate of New York. I'll be talking about the cultural intensified in New York. I'm going to talk about job opportunities in New York. I'm going to talk about the social relationship within New York. And also I'm going to talk about the size of New York and even the climate about New York and all that. Then after finishing, I will say that is why I love New York. Mark, in Kenya, which city is your best city? My best city is Nairobi. I love Nairobi because Nairobi geographically is located within the center of Kenya, whereby we can access it from each dimension of Kenya. Then also culturally, it's a metropolitan town where all cultural diversities meet, and exchange of culture, social gathering, and social welfare and social exchange is just diverse, making me to learn a lot of things. Once you are in Nairobi, your mind expands, your eyes expands, and you can see and even think and even plan for the future, because Nairobi is a city for the strength. It's a city that needs proactiveness. It's a city that you cannot sleep day in, day out. You have to get out and get something at least every day. So it's a city that exposes you. Nairobi also opens the eyes of people. For example, if you are just maneuvering your ways, or maybe strolling around the city unknowingly, or maybe blindly without being careful, maybe these guys will snatch something from you. For example, you have a laptop, it will be snatched away from you. You have a phone, holding it carelessly, it will be snatched from you. So it makes sure that you remain attention and attentive, and you take care of yourself and your things and your belonging. Nairobi also, climate-wise, is located within the highland of Kenya, and therefore its climate is that warm and cool, and therefore it's well with social health, and it's well also with agricultural activities, and therefore Nairobi is a very productive city. That is why I love Nairobi. Executive communication. You answer the question, you explain the question, and then you add. You answer the question again. When you do this, your audience will be highly contented. You go to your boss, I want addition of salary, say the reason why you want the, say what you want, explain what you want, and again say what you want. Executive communication. Thank you so much. For more enlights about public speaking, please always visit my social media platforms. That is Facebook and Endomark. Facebook page, Common Sense Isn't Common. TikTok at Endomark, and then YouTube, My Classroom channel. Please subscribe, share, like, and give me support in every dimension. If you have any question, please, those are the platforms you can reach me. Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.